Hello students, in last video I have explained you the new chapter. We have started the flower. In flower I have explained you the internal parts of a flower, and let's continue with types of flower. Okay, there are two types of flower depending on the presence of reproductive parts. And the presence of reproductive parts, there are two types of flower: bisexual and unisexual. Bisexual flowers, the flowers which have both the sex organs, means male reproductive part and means anther and female reproductive part. Carpel. Both are present in same flower. Both are present in same flower. These type of flowers are called bisexual flowers, having both type of reproductive parts in same flower. And in unisexual flowers, these are having either male reproductive part or either female reproductive part. Either having anther or carpel. Means single flower is having anther, male reproductive part, and single flower is having carpel, female reproductive part. Now bisexual flowers you will mostly found in China rose, rose, lily. These are the plants in which you will find bisexual flowers. And unisexual flowers, mostly these you will find in papaya and watermelon and coconut. These are the plants having the unisexual flowers in them. Now functions of the flower. The main function of the flower is to produce seed and fruit. What is the main function of flower? To produce seed and fruit. From seed, the new plant will grow from seed, and fruit is consumed by animal and human being. So this is the main function of flower. Now after these types of flower we have finished, some functions of flower we have finished. Now after this we will take pollination. Now definition of pollination is transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma. Now there are two types of pollination. Types of pollination. There are two types of pollination. First one is self-pollination. And another one is cross-pollination. In self-pollination, see what happens. It occurs either in a single flower, or flower of same plant. This is called self-pollination. Means there is plant where one or two flowers are present. So either the pollination take place in the single flower or either from one flower to another flower of the same plant. The plant is same. This type of pollination is called self-pollination. And in cross-pollination, it occurs on different plants. Flowers are present on the different plants. It occurs in flower of different plants of the same kind. It occurs in flowers of different plants of same kind. The species should be same. Species of the plant should be same for the pollination. But the one flower is present here on one plant and another flower is on another plant. So what happens through any agent, the transfer from this plant to this plant, or either from this plant to this plant. So this is called, here the cross is taking place. So this is called cross pollination. Agents of pollination. Now how pollination take place? You need there should be some medium present for the pollination. How anther will transfer to the stigma. How it will happen? So there are some agents through which anther is transferred to the stigma of the another flower. Now first one of this is insects. Mostly, as you have seen, bee, honeybee, these like insects mostly visit the flowers and they suck the nectar of the flower. During this process, what happens? The pollens get attached to the body of the insects, insect, and when this insect visit to another flower, that time it transfer the pollen of that flower into another flower. In this way, insects transfer from one flower to another flower. This is called insect pollination. One thing is required for insect pollination. There should be presence of flowers. Flowers should be large. Pollen. It should be having good fragrance, nectar, and it should be colorful and bright. So, due to the attraction of flower, these insects will visit the flower and then they will take the pollen on their body and transfer it to the another flower. This is called insect pollination. Now, for wind pollination, in some plants like maize and pine, pollen grains are very light and powdery. Whenever wind blow, it take away the pollen grains with it and take these pollen grains from one flower to another flower. And this way, wind is responsible for the pollination of flower. In this way, such type of pollination is called wind pollination. Now, third one is water pollination. As water pollination, it takes place in water bodies, in submerged plants. In submerged plants which are slightly inside the water and slightly outside the water, not completely inside the water. These are called submerged plants. In Vallisneria, you will see plant, you will see water pollution. In Vallisneria, what happened? It is unisexual plant. In it, male plant having flowers inside the water. Here the male flowers are present inside the water body, and female plant is having flowers outside the water body here. Here this type of Vallisneria. In Vallisneria, the flowers are female flowers are present outside the water body. So on maturation, what happened? This male flower get detached from the male plant and it floats on the water body, and after floating it reaches to the female flower and fertilize it. In this way, water helps in the pollination. This is called water pollination. In some flowers like lotus, there is no water pollution. In lotus, it takes place through insect pollination, because flower of lotus remain outside the water body and it is beautiful. Insects mostly visit it and then transfer the pollen from anther to stigma. Now one is left. In animal pollination, some animals, some birds like birds, hummingbird, bat, these animals when visit to the flower, they carry the pollen on their body, pollen grain on their body, and transfer it to the another flower on the stigma of the another flower. In this way, they transfer the pollen grains from one flower to another flower. This is called animal pollination, which take place with the help of animals like bat, birds, like this. Now, in next video, we will take fruit. Okay, thank you.